on then. Come on then, let's do it, shall we? Come on then. Darian, I saw it's your freaking birthday. Happy gosh heckin' birthday to you, Darian. Hell yes. Also, dropping a super. Dropping the first super of the life too? What? Also, real Batman. What is your baby? What's your bat baby? What's your bat baby? What's your bat baby gonna be? What is it gonna be? Darian, happy gosh heckin' birthday to you. We gotta do this. We gotta start right off the gate with the happy freaking birthday dance going on here. Happy birthday. How's everybody doing? What's up, Pluto? Jumping in on the TikTok side. We are getting booted up here. Let me get back to QOD. Hey, cool pug. Share a birthday with your nephew. Happy gosh heckin' birthday to your nephew. Paisley Hunt said QOD. Which is favorite Thanksgiving dessert. We did the favorite side dish on the Monday Night Live. Now we're talking dessert and homemade pecan pie. Paisley, I got to agree there. Homemade pecan pie is fantastic. Pumpkin pie is damn good, but pecan pie. But pecan. When it's time for Thanksgiving dessert, you can just call me Jean-Luc Pecan because pecan pie is where it's at. It is where it's at. Caitlin made a homemade pecan pie that you think is amazing. I bet it is. I bet it freaking is. Candy Thunder's sister makes a baller one. She ends up making two because we one's not enough. What's up, Elise? Hey, you made it. Welcome. It's a boy, Batman. Hell yeah. I mean, happy either way, but awesome. Super happy for you. Book Nerd Goddess, raspberry ribbon pie. You know what? I screwed up. I forgot I was gonna stream directly from OBS to YouTube and not do restream to see if that fixed the display names. I will try to remember next time. Making myself a note. Right next to Darian B-Day here. Stream direct to YouTube next time. Lemon bars, mama. Cake the Rogue making you great Aunt's old-fashioned sour cream cookies this year. Found the recipe recently. You know what? I'm not a sour cream guy. Like, I can't do sour cream as an ingredient and stuff. Sure, I like it. I love it and stuff. But sour cream, like on its own, can't do it. Just can't do it. Something my body's just like sour and cream. Those two things don't belong together. But sour cream cookies, damn good. Damn good. Anna Hartman dropping 150 bolts. We are going for 4K lives to get started here. Bendy Luhu, La La Land, Anna Hartman dropping all kinds of gifts there too. Joyce Brown, Emily Ray Fain, Holy Elizabeth, Christian Museum Girl. Thank you so much for the love. Greatly appreciate that. Melissa Allie Bean, thank you. And Anna, of course, with 150. Thank you so much for that. Melissa Elliott, thank you. Creme brulee. Ooh. All the pies, Karsti. All the pies. Give them all to me. Pug Mom never cared about dessert, just wanted the cornbread stuffing, which we'll never have again. I don't know. But dessert?
Stuffing is my favorite.
I'm there with you too. Stuffing. You know, the moist maker.
When it's stuffed in a turkey, that's what
You like the stuffing, not the dressing. Stuffing.
I
Yeah.
like your mom's too, though.
Yeah. Ladies and gents, let's say hello to Tater. There's Tater.
Hello.
There's Tater.
Anna,
ooh, taffy apple salad? What is this?
Interesting.
Tell me more.
Is it dessert? Is that what I'm
Yes.
still talking about stuffing.
Thanksgiving dessert.
Pecan pie for me.
Pug Mom, it's not here in Germany? Pumpkin rolls are damn good.
Thanksgiving is
Callie,
just...
sweet. You didn't have to search for me this time.
We celebrate it as a day to get together with family and just enjoy good food and be together.
Yes, it's a feast.
Yeah.
It's just a feast.
It's a day off of work and really great food. And
so much food.
You get to spend it with people that you care about, and maybe sometimes that's like two people or just yourself, and you get to do whatever you want to do.
And watch football. And get a heaping container of leftovers to take home.
I don't think there should be football on Christmas or Thanksgiving.
I agree with you.
I think it's
but I'm still going to watch it.
Obviously.
I'm still going to watch it because it's going to be on.
I think it should not be on. And I think that those players should be, especially when it's the same team every single time.
Yeah, but you know what? You become an NFL player and you accept that risk. that you're gonna have to play on Thanksgiving.
It's not even just that. It's just like we commercialize holidays so bad in America, like bad.
And this is just another form of
commercialization of two holidays that, like, can we just stop? Where's the line? In America, the line is a dot.
It's very Grinch movie coded there. It's not the stuff. The stuff isn't the thing that matters. It's the togetherness.
Yeah.
Speaking of Grinches, Tony Spark is in the house today. I told him at some point that we were going to play Christmas music today, and he's like, no. We had a long discussion about it. I actually looked up Grinch costumes because I was gonna just go ahead and get him the official uniform. He is very, very, very opposed to Christmas coming before Thanksgiving. Day after Thanksgiving. Day after Thanksgiving. Says it's got to be that way. It's got to be that way.
So the Cowboys, they play on Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah.
And so
every Thanksgiving.
Cowboys and Lions. Okay. And then so
and
this year,
the Chiefs are going to play on Christmas.
Yeah. So this year that's what I saw someone said. Third game is a rotation. The Chiefs have played on Christmas the last 2 years, and they play on Christmas again this year. Also, I just want my holidays to be stress-free, and when the Chiefs play, it is not stress-free.
Such a thing. That's true. I mean, every Chiefs game is fucking sphincter factor of 10, whether they're ahead by 30 or down by 20. Like, it doesn't matter. It's sphincter factor. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it used to be a basketball thing. Let me do a little bit of catch up here, and then we'll dive back in here. Let me get back to my QOD scene here real quick. That's my symbol. It's a Nancy Pants Dance dropping the 10 on the YouTube side says, since my divorce, I spent Thanksgiving alone, my choice, and my meal consists of my own pumpkin pie and a can of whipped cream. I eat it straight out of the tin. Hell yes. You do you on Thanksgiving, you know what I mean? And you know what? If you find yourself freed from a long-term thing, you have the freedom to do what you want to do now, like whatever that looks like. Freaking do it. I would make like a box of stovetop stuffing and just have that, and then dessert. That would probably be it. Green Dragon dropping the 10 over there too says the best pie I ever had was from an older gentleman called the Pie Man. He made a pumpkin and sweet potato pie with a pecan pie filling on top of that. It was amazing, sweet, crunchy, and perfect. I love my crunchy pies. Love them. Wayward dropping the 5. I still want to try the maple cheesecake that was mentioned on the AITA story, Dusty Red. Yeah. That sounds really freaking good. Hey, Ash, the Kitchen Wench, dropping the 5. Oh, hitting 550 and still going on the lives there on the TikTok side. Jero Mama, Bendy Luhu, Anna Maria Ortiz, Kristen, Jenny, Ash, the Kitchen Wench, with another 50 there. Kirsty, Cindy Lou, Callie Knight, Melissa. Thank you so much for the love. Pug Mom, see you up there too. Thank you guys so much. Jero Mama, thank you. I do have a couple of things to share with you before we get started here in official notes, but let me just do this one first. We hit 1 million on TikTok. We hit a milli. Was it yesterday? Day before?
Yes.
Yesterday we hit 1 milli officially. Now here's the deal. Like, if you go to our page and look at it right now, well, not right now, but after the stream, whenever, different people's apps are lagged for different times. Like Tony Sparks still shows that we're at like 996. Other people's don't show that we're at 1 million yet. So we're trying to give it a couple of days for everybody to be able to see that we're actually at 1 million before we post our celebratory video for hitting 1 million. But we hit 1 million. Friggin' did it. You guys did it. I mean, you guys did it. We hit a freaking milli. It was really weird. The morning after we hit 1 million, I woke up and like didn't have any movie offers. Like, you know, didn't like the $1 million check from TikTok like wasn't in the mailbox. I don't know. Apparently, like nothing really happens when you hit 1 million. I kid. It is amazing though. We are at 1M. 1M. Thanks so much, Becky. Appreciate it. Hey, Callie, you've been walking the page all day? Heck yeah. Stalking, not walking. I got it. I knew what you meant. We're there. We're at 1 million. Denise dropping the 100 for 2 jewels. Sandra over there too. Margarita with the high 5. Jenny. So with the congratulations, super there. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. Kitty Cat Queen, if you hit your profile bubble, it says 1 milli. Nice. Oh, during the live?
Yeah.
Nice. So maybe that'll show. So Tony Sparks still shows it's lagged. Make it make sense. But anyway, that's why we're giving it a couple of days before we post the video that we have ready for it. You guys are gonna like it. McKay, dropping the $10 super. Congrats on the milli. Thanks so much. Greatly appreciate that. All right, let's go ahead and get started here. Let's do this. Brittany, yours says 996. See? Yeah, 997. Trish, isn't that wild? I have no idea why it shows a different numbers for different people, but it's probably got something to do with the cache, the data cache that the app has on your phone. I don't know.
No, we have Androids and they say 1 million.
Yeah, we're on Android. We're Google Pixel users and we show a milli. I think it has. I don't know. I don't know what it has to do with.
I think you'd have to clear your.
Yeah, you'd have to clear your app data. Maybe. I don't know. It's not worth the trouble. We'll just wait a couple days. Coming up, we have stories about sharing money issues, friendsgiving drama, visitor boundaries, treating kids differently when it comes to money, designated driver debates, smelly boyfriends, and the lightning round with Caden Thunder this time, spicy reward stories with Tony feedback, and cake. Must have cake. Tran, welcome to the Gosh Heckin' fam over on the TikTok side. Now, a super fan. Did you miss KAS? Behind the scenes debate going on now. KAS, no, you haven't missed it. I don't know that it's on this, but we are going to do some checking right now. Mary Mons, maybe for 2 months. Congrats, you guys. Happy to be a part of the Thunder Crew. We are happy that you're here. Thank you so much. First goal on the TikTok side is the 4K Live Fest for a cake story. And on the YouTube side, we have a super goal of 15 5 and up supers to start for a spicy reward story. Also, yeah, we hit a milli. So thankful for all of your support over the last 3+ years. It has been more than 3 years. That's crazy. And yeah, we're fully aware that a lot of people's apps don't show a milli yet. We're going to wait until, even when we do post it, it's inevitable that some people's won't show that we're at a milli yet, and that's fine. We accept that risk. The share goal on the TikTok side this week is 1,500 shares. We don't have the progress bar. Progress gar. That'd be funny, actually, to have the fish up there instead of, never mind. Yeah. Reminder today, keep chat positive and respectful. Everybody, of course, is allowed to have their own opinion. We want you to share that opinion. We're not all going to agree, but it costs absolutely nothing to be a DFHB. It's a decent effing human being. And no politics, no religion, no spoilers. Spoilers and shit stirrers in general. Mods will mute your butt. You don't want that. With that, get out your gosh heckin' brooms. You're going to see a lot more of this today. Starting off every time. We got to celebrate all stream wrong here. All stream long. I'm sorry. What are you looking at me like I'm... Don't look at me like I'm a failure. Yeah, words will be difficult today. Because it's divisive. And this is a safe space from political and religious debates. This is a safe space from all the bullshit going on out in the real world. This is a safe space for people to escape, to just be able to enjoy some stories about drama that people go through without having to think about all that shit. This is intentionally a safe space from all of that. Laura, yep, words are going to be hard tonight. Rebecca, thanks so much for the party. Jules, Joshua, Yagira, thanks so much. Really appreciate it. All right, we're going to dive into our very first story here. You ready? Are you ready? Ready? No problem, Sammy. No problem. All right, here's our very first story, ladies and gents. Am I the astronaut for sharing my money issues? Sharing with Reddit? With your partner? Poll on this one, or it's kind of a shot in the dark here. Am I the astronaut for sharing my money issues? We don't know with whom.
I think it's safe to assume 99% of us have.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't have money issues, right? To quote Gru,
milk is $8 a gallon. We're all fucked.
In terms of money, we have no money. The bank. Oh, man. Green Dragon dropping the 5. Congratulations, Thunder Fam, on your amazing hard work. 1 milli. Thank you so much. NTA with no context. That's where I'm at, Katie May. I'm like, all right. Okay. All right, no poll. We'll dive right in. Am I the astronaut for sharing my money issues? My fiance and I are thinking about going to this music festival in a few months. We're planning for it now since tickets go on sale tomorrow. We both really want to go, but money is the issue. Not only are we planning our wedding, but we're going to be renovating soon. As well as having some debt, I keep trying to pay it off. As well as having, okay, that's what it said. I can't pay it off since things like this keep coming up and we don't want to miss out. Anyways, today in our group chat with our 4 other best friends, we know about my money struggles and us needing, or who know about my money struggles and us needing to save. We were chatting about renting an RV versus tent camping, and I mentioned that I wanted to do whatever was cheapest since we're a little tight on cash right now. I also mentioned that if that wasn't an issue, we would do the RV in a heartbeat, and I wanted to compare costs. My fiance and I were texting separately about all of this, and he even agreed with me, even stating this wasn't even worth it. He'd rather go on a vacation. He doesn't mind tent camping, and we could all bring our own stuff, etc. We ended up saying that we would chat more about it later when we got home, so we were on the same page. By the way, the cost difference with tent camping versus RV would be $400 to $500 total. Our group chat kept popping off about the RV, and I sent a text saying, fiance and I are going to chat more about it tonight and get back to you guys. My fiance then messaged me separately saying, stop fucking telling them about our money problems. You're making us sound poor. I can't not do the Anna Delvey. You sound pro. It's pro. I apologized and said I wouldn't mention it again. He then proceeded to text on our group chat saying, oh yeah, by the way, we're for sure doing the RV. That makes the most sense. And just completely threw me under the bus. That's problematic. I got super pissed at him because what the fuck? We literally were just chatting about it and he acted like he would have my back. I totally felt like I was the bad guy and the only one not 100% about the RV. It especially sucked because everyone else is like, why wouldn't we do the RV? And they're all gung-ho about it. He told me that he didn't want our girl best friend thinking that we didn't want to do it. And he sensed that she was upset that we were on the fence about the RV. So he said that. I literally was like, so you're putting her potential feelings over my feelings? I'm the one struggling to pay off debt and trying to be smart. I'm so annoyed and frustrated with him. Am I the astronaut for sharing my money problems with my best friends? I don't think that's the issue here. I don't think that's the issue here.
What do you think the issue is?
I think he's got a pride problem.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
He's got a pride problem where he doesn't want to look pro in front of the friends. And you know what? Like, if they're really your friends, they're going to be understanding about this, right?
Yeah.
And they're not going to force you into a position that's going to harm you. Like I get it. I get wanting to be the guy that picks up the tab. I get wanting to be the guy that can do all the things, but it's impossible. You can't do all the things. And if you're trying to renovate and planning for a wedding right now, like you have 2 really solid excuses here to be like, look, we can't do that because.
Right.
Without it making it look like you're poor or weak or whatever. Like you've got 2 really good reasons to fall back on no matter what. And if one of your dickhead friends is going to be like, oh, you should do this even though you're renovating and planning for a wedding, then they sound like assholes.
What is it? I agree with everything you just said. But why is he specifically saying, I don't want to sound poor to our girl best friend?
I don't think the girl best friend was the real reason. I think he used the girl best friend because he thought that was the thing that might matter most to OP.
Okay.
Your bestie seemed like she might get upset about it. So he was using something that might be a reason to hurt. This is just my insight on it. I still think it was about him not wanting to look weak.
So no, I understand that. And I get that. And saying that we're on a budget doesn't make you look weak. It makes you look sensible and responsible.
I'd be like, oh, we have smart friends.
Yeah. Like go to, yeah. Like let's save money. Let's do this the cheap way. But he said he sensed she was upset that we were on the fence about the RV. Like he's wanting to placate to the friend and not his fiance. That's my problem.
Yeah.
That to me is like, that's a big red flag that you care more about what she thinks than what I think, because I said what I think. Yeah. But it very well could be. I mean, we have no idea, but to me, it says that he cares a lot more about what the friend thinks than his fiance. And he keeps telling his fiance that her opinion on the subject doesn't matter. But what matters is that his girl best friend is upset. And so he's doing it. Whether that's his excuse or whether he actually cares more about what other people think of him and not his fiance. Like that to me is a big red flag in a relationship overall, not even about money.
Yep. Agreed. He either he was trying to find a patsy for his ego and chose the best friend poorly, and is an idiot for doing that, because then it creates this problem where he is prioritizing another woman's feelings over his fiance's, or that really is the issue, and there is a bigger problem there. I think regardless of why he did that, the issue that you have to address here, OP, is that you guys are getting ready to make a lifelong commitment to each other. And right now, he is acting as if you are not on the same team. You are two individuals playing for yourselves.
Well, it's not even that. He spoke for both of them.
He spoke for both of them and against her openly in
that's
this.
That's what I think
chat.
is how often is he doing that outside of financial issues? And I think it opens the door to so much more, because he's overriding her decision and putting it on the back of another woman. And as a woman, that's fucking wrong. That is a hard fucking line that you do not cross.
Yep.
And he just stomped all over it in a group chat and blew it up. And that to me is like, that is a big conversation that needs to happen. Why did you do this? Why did you push aside my feelings and what we had talked about? And why do I care that she's upset because we can't afford something?
Yep.
All of these things add up to me to tell me that you don't want to be in a relationship with me.
Yep.
So explain it to me in a way that I can understand and that we can move forward, or I don't know.
Or your next message to that group chat. We didn't get ages, by the way. We didn't get ages on here, so we don't know how old they're. But I think your next message to the group chat can be, actually, I'm just saving for renovation now, not a wedding. So I can afford to go on the RV. Unfortunately, Brozo won't be joining us.
Elise, I think I think we need to, she's saying what he should have said was, I think we need to set this trip out. We would love to catch the next trip though after the wedding. And imagine if he had said that and partnered with his fiance, and how empowered that relationship would feel. But instead he
dinged it.
He totally dinged her trust and like respect by just completely pushing her to the side and putting another woman's feelings above her own.
Yeah.
So
I would agree.
You're an asshole, dude, and a brozo.
I would agree. He gets the Brozo Award. I'm going to go ahead and throw that to him there. OP, this is an NTA. And if he came home, well, in that message, he was already chewing your ass out for sharing your financial problems, which leans toward the not wanting to look weak to me, and choosing the friend as a patsy as an excuse, and did so unwisely, because now he's created a whole other issue, which could also be true. But regardless, you got a whole heap of problems to discuss before you move forward with any more wedding planning, okay? Because right now, this person is not, through actions, is not saying they are ready to commit to a life partnership with you. They may want a life with you in the house, but they are not committing to a life partnership with you. And that's bullshit. So, NTA for you, OP. NTA. Sorry, you're going through this shit. It is given kind of mid-20s to me as well. How many of you have been to a music festival where you had to like sleep in a tent or an RV? It doesn't sound like something Tater would do. I haven't. I've never been to one.
I enjoy the outdoors. I love hiking and being in nature. I do not like sleeping outside. I don't fucking like it.
You could glamp though, which is why they're talking about doing the RV with, right?
Yeah, but I can't afford that, so
yeah,
I'll sleep at home where I have a nice bed.
Oh man, a lot of people, a lot of Woodstockers here. Does a field count? Yeah, absolutely.
And if we had an RV, I would love that. I would love it. I would go camping all the time, but that is not in the cards for us right now, and I'm okay with that.
We've got Smoots. Smoots runs an RV dealership, so like we know exactly where to go. Right now, with our brood of children, we would need like the limousine of fifth wheels. Yeah. You got one of them 10-bedroom ones? Yeah. Yeah. It would be that kind of fun stuff.
Yeah, I would love that, but
I would love RV life. That needs to be our retirement plan.
Yes, 100%. That sounds amazing. But
also, Piera, your name, like freaking, like you have one of the most beautiful names I've ever seen, Piera Devereaux.
It is pretty.
It's such a beautiful name. It's very cool. It also seems like a character from the originals.
Oh yeah.
There is a Devereaux, isn't there?
Mm-hmm. I can't remember.
Huh? Blanche. That's not from the original. That's Golden Girls, Tony. Tony Spark chiming in here with the Golden Girls reference. Smooth, that's you. That's you. Hey, yeah, if anybody needs a fifth wheel travel trailer, Smoots is in chat on the TikTok side. He's your guy. Mid-America RV in Carthage, Missouri.
Blanche was my answer too.
Blanche the hoe, Golden Girl, real broad. Who? Okay, wait. On Sex and the City, it was
Samantha.
Samantha. So yeah, Blanche was the Samantha, right? Or Samantha was the Blanche. I guess there's that. The Witch Sisters. How's Tony's knee?
Samantha was the modern day Blanche.
It was drained. A lot of fluid drained. He's feeling much better.
Yeah, he did a little jig when I came into the office yesterday, and he's like, "Look at me," and I was like, "That's a." Yeah, she said the jig was walking, but
the Muggle doctors have staved off the Dark Lord for the time being. We'll see how long that holds. Dude,
it was taking that much fluid off your knee for no reason, like for it just to happen. It was crazy.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. your knee's like, hey, I can't store beer here, man. Like, put it somewhere else.
Sophie Devereaux, yes.
Sophie, that's what it is. It was
Thank
Sophie
you,
Devereaux. I knew there was a Devereaux.
Thank you. That was in my working in my brain.
I knew it.
Yes.
Jenny, thank you. All right.
And someone had asked how many kids we have together, and
27.
We have 5.
We have 5. Yeah. We have. I came into the relationship with 3. She came in with 1, and we have 1. We made 1 together, and then we have 27 animals. So
we have 3 animals.
Feels like 27.
I'm trying to talk him into another dog.
Oh my gosh. Going back to this real quick. Quick story before the next story.
I've been bit by.
I get a message.
Puppy fever again.
I get a message from Candy Thunder yesterday, who for some reason she had to pick up Luna from the groomer on the way home, and right next door to the groomer there's
a pet store.
A pet store. So Navy Thunder, of course, is like, I want to go see the puppies.
Luna, I need Luna's food, and her stomach is sensitive. She has like a special food that she eats, and we were out of it. The store didn't even have it, but Navy's like, "Can we look at the puppies?" And I was like, "Yes, of course." And so she looks at them all, and
Katie, that's not fair.
And Navy sees one, and it's by itself, and she, like, for the first time in her life, was just like heartbroken that this puppy was by itself and that there was no puppies there with it, and she wanted this puppy. And she put her face to the glass and was like looking at this dog, and it came over and put its face to the glass, and I was like, what am I witnessing here? And she had like a moment where she was like empathetic towards like an animal, which for her like was a new, it was a new like milestone development thing, because normally she's very averse to dogs, but she started crying like without even like any like talking or anything. She was just crying about this dog. And then she went to lean back into the glass and knocked herself in the head. And I was like, okay, let's move. I don't know what to do. And so I don't know. It was just a very weird experience, but yeah.
Yeah. So Navy, and now Navy Thunder, which we have adopted, by the way. We're proponents of adopting. And normally our animals adopt us. It's a weird thing how that works.
Yeah.
But Navy Thunder, ever since that, is like convinced in her bones
that she's getting a dog
that
for
Santa
Christmas.
is bringing her a puppy. And I'm like, that's an awful big ask of Santa, honey. What makes you think that? And she's like, because that's what I want. I'm like, okay, I know that you want that, but
she wants the brown puppy.
Like, do you? Okay, but they're so okay. Oh,
and no, I wouldn't spend what they want for a dog at that store. I think it's absurd. I feel like that needs to be said. I think that it's very sad what they do. It is. But
Santa Claus is coming. I don't think that's happening.
Yeah.
I remember puppy phase. Like, we don't sleep enough as it is. Like, it's like having a brand new baby. Like, you don't sleep. They chew up everything. They piss everywhere. Like, I can't do it. Can't do it.
I saw this thing that somebody had adopted a dog, and they said the paperwork said this dog loved to play in water. And so they took it to this little, like it looked like it had rained. It was not like a pond. It wasn't deep or anything, but the dog was just like going crazy in the water and just splashing around, and had like dog smile on its face, and was so happy. And it was like, that's unbridled joy.
Yeah.
Like, that is joy. Yeah, that you can't, like, is so happy. And I was like, this is the best video I've ever seen in my life.
We did.
And it's convincing me we need a dog.
No, and we did talk about how puppies grow up to be dogs because we have
Yes, I told her
an
that.
adult doodle at home that she's like, get out of my way. So we're like, yeah, that becomes that. They don't just stay itty bitty. They're like kids. They grow up and get mouthy.
Right.
That
Luna's special.
she is. Yeah, special's the word. That's Luna. Little bit of an interlude here. Baldon with our lives there. Pierre Devereaux. Baldon again. Is it Baldoni or Baldon? Baldon. Mariah Collins. Tenoria. Pierre Devereaux there again. Baldon or Baldoni. Emmy Castro. Twilight. Gutter Bunny. Fun name. Caitlin Pelletier, Amy Castro, Ashley, Shadow Wolf, thank you guys so much for the love. We'll dive into our next story here. Quick check-in on the goals. We're at 3258 of 4K on the TikTok side. YouTube side, you're at 7 of 15. TikTok side, you are unlocking a cake reward story. YouTube side, you're unlocking a spicy reward story and confetti. You have a mic. Use it. Tony Spark punching in with an update.
Whichever one gets there first on the goal will also throw in the KAS update.
Oh, okay. Okay, we do have the KAS update that we're throwing into whichever goals met first. So there's that. Mercy, don't do it. LOL, we got we got out our puppy an older friend, hoping it would rub off on her and calm her down. She riles him up now. It backfired, but we love him. Nancy Pants, don't count pets and bodies, count in poundage. That's how we ended up with 105 pounds of cats. This means 2 big dogs equals 10 cats. Fair point. Fair point. Fair point. Okay, we'll dive into the very next story here. We are rocking and rolling. You guys are going to hit the goal. It's going to be a race to see which side hits the goal first, but it's going to happen during this story. Here we go. Next one. Am I the astronaut for not inviting my friends to Friendsgiving? So it's not Friendsgiving. Would you like to start a poll for this one, lovely? Am I the astronaut for not inviting my friends to Friendsgiving? I'm going to go ask on 3 because that seems like something you should have done differently. Otherwise, I mean, but look, like Friendsgiving doesn't have to be every person that you consider a friend. There are levels to friendage, right? There's your inner circle. There's your second circle. There's your areola. There's the outer rings. There's a lot of different layers. Thank you, Tater. There are several layers, several rings of friendage, right? Callie. It was me. NTA, do we expect, or ESH? Yeah, ESH is fair. Red Wolf, sorry. Actually came in from YouTube just to vote. Now bouncing back over. Nancy Pants, thanks for the latte. Ooh. Elise dropping a 5. KAS update. What? I thought the day would never come. It has. The day has come. Another KAS update. The saga continues. Looks like NTA took it with 28%. ESH right behind it at 24%. Is that right? I think so. Yep. All right, let's dive in. And you guys hit the live goal. You guys done hit it? I'm going to go ahead and give some thanks for that. Then we'll read the story, and then we'll dive right into the KAS update. Some thanks for hitting the goal on the TikTok side. TikTok won, y'all. TikTok won it. In particular order here for hitting the goal on the TikTok side, we got Kate the Rogue in the number 1 spot at 5 hundo, Rescue Ninja, Cameron Goker, I am Bendy Luhu, Melissa, Sherry Medic, Pugmog, Melcy Jane, Shiny Girl, Bald Malt Geezer, Real Broad Zuba, Mariah Collins, Tony Spark, Stiniup, Ms. D, Amy Castro, User 383, lots of numbers, Mags Mazing, Ames, SM Givens, SoFlo Fizzy Pop, Ember Levi, Cindy Lou, Wrong Pluto, United States of America, Callie Knight, Krista Museum Girl, Anna, Shadow Wolf, Mental Health, Shikanta, Toraya Bean, Vilma, Smashley, and TJ Kaku. Thank you guys so much for the love. I'm going to set up the next one over here. I'm sorry if I don't say names right. Words are hard. Names are even harder. Okay. We are going for on the TikTok side. Oh, we're going to unlock lightning round stories with Caden. Caden Thunder in the house for lightning round, and you all remember how that goes. It's priceless.
It'd be crazy if they let you pre-load.
It would be, if you could just plan them ahead of time. Boop. All right, lightning round. we are going for finger hearts. Pending that right now. Excuse me. Mercy dropping the 5. I need the KAS recap. We're going to get it right after this. All right. Well, the recap. Oh, shoot. Maybe it'll have a recap.
We'll connect it to the other stories. So people can go back and watch.
Okay, yes. Sure. All right. Am I the astronaut for not inviting my friends to Friendsgiving? My boyfriend has a yearly Friendsgiving, and earlier this year, we just moved in together. He planned everything from the guest list to the space and menu. He asked if I could cook a few dishes, and I said yes. He also asked if I wanted to invite anyone, and I said no. I reposted a food spread picture of the Friendsgiving and posted a picture of me and the girls on my Instagram story. Later that night, my friend A, texted me in a group chat with my other friend B, and was upset that they didn't get an invite to my Friendsgiving, and that, as friends for 15 plus years, they expected honesty and transparency. They said they wouldn't have gone away. They said they wouldn't have gone anyway if invited, but it was the principle. And the conversation led to them pretty much calling me a bad friend for not maintaining our friendships. In my defense, I said I didn't plan Friendsgiving, although we live together. I also have trouble maintaining all relationships, not just theirs, because I'm an introvert and have social anxiety. They know this about me. However, we were always still able to be close friends. Since last year, we really fell off, where we only communicated occasionally, while friend A and B remained close. They also have never really had a great relationship with my boyfriend since I've been with him for years. I thought that extending an invite to them when they openly dislike him would bring tense vibes, and I did not want that. Should I have invited them? Okay, this is an interesting conversation because the choices there are don't invite them to save yourself from the high risk of drama and bad vibes, or invite them as an olive branch to try to cure that.
Yeah, I'm torn on this one. I'm like, I feel like you should have invited them because they are your friends. And when you do live together, you combine your friend group. Like, I mean, or I don't know. I don't know. But then also on the same thing, like if they don't like the boyfriend and they don't want to be around him, like I understand not inviting, but I also do caution against, like I know as you said that it's hard for you to maintain close friendships, but not like maintaining friendships outside of just your significant other, just to have balance in your life. I think that's important to have, especially like just moving in and all of that. I still think it's important to maintain friendships outside of your relationship.
I would agree.
And, but
you can't put all the pressure of your social life on your partner.
Yes.
Because it's a lot.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for summing it up for me.
Yeah, I get it. I speak candy.
They, maybe an ESH.
It might be.
Because like she could have at least informed them. And then when she said that and made them understand, and they could have
informed them that it was happening and they weren't invited.
Yeah, I guess that's rude. I don't know.
Hey, just want you guys to know I'm having a Friendsgiving, but you guys aren't invited.
Yeah.
I think OP made a subconscious decision.
Yeah.
I think OP decided that this next era in her life was moving beyond those friends. I think
it sounds like she's leaving the friendships behind.
That's what
and she's choosing her partner.
That was a conscious decision or not. She chose her partner, her partner's friends, and her partner's friends' partners. She said she posted a picture of her and the girls, which would have been the partners of her boyfriend's friends, right? Because it was a Friendsgiving where they were bringing partners too. So it's not like she didn't have girlfriends or friends there. It's just
I was confused about the social anxiety part, and was she reflecting on that because it would have been difficult if her friends A and B had come to the party and that would have given her anxiety?
No. I think she was referring to social anxiety in context of it being a barrier to maintaining relationships long term.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Which is a thing. Right.
Yes,
Which is the thing.
sure.
It's tough to and you know what? As an adult, it's tough to maintain friendships, period. Like life is fucking busy. And when you have kids, it's rough too. But them reaching out, and Callie, I agree with you here. Them reaching out and being like, we wouldn't have gone anyways. Maybe that's deflection.
That's why I said ESH, because I do feel like that was a really shitty thing.
They just kind of
call it the bitch at her and be like, well, we wouldn't have come anyways.
Yes.
Like that feels like they're hurt talking more than
maybe, but she's also proving her point. she was afraid of the bad vibes, and
they brought
their
it
response
anyway.
to that is bad vibes. Like, okay,
Yeah.
well, I'm sorry, this is my partner, and if you're going to be rude to them or project some kind of toxicity at them, I can't have you in the same space as them. I just can't.
And maybe saying that would, eventually end the friendship, but that's kind of what you're doing anyway by choosing.
That's the
to move
transparency
forward.
they want, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I do think she could have communicated better. She by no means had to invite them, and if she doesn't want to maintain the friendship, then you did what you did. But
It sounds like you kind of resent them right now, OP, because you've drifted. They've remained close. You mentioned that, and you're in a happy spot right now, and you didn't hesitate whenever your partner asked you if you wanted to invite anybody. You said no. You already
she
know.
knows.
You
Yeah,
already
she
know
knows.
the answer. You
she
maybe
just doesn't want
don't want to
to rip
accept
off
it.
the Band-Aid.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I would put her like ASCON 4, and maybe
Could have done it differently.
maybe you could
not
have
should
done
have.
it differently. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
would agree
pick.
with that.
I would say you pick, and then the friends though, like ASCON 3. They were just. I don't know. Their vibes seem shitty. And maybe there's a lot more that we're not seeing behind the scenes.
Maybe.
So because of lack of info, I'm going to go ESH.
Okay. And ESH is fair. To differing degrees. OP, yeah, you could have done this differently. And I'd be putting you in TA here at the end if you had been like, that's fine. This is the direction that it's going. I understand, right? You could have done that, and I would have given you NTA because you're making a conscious decision there. You right now are second guessing yourself and maybe in a little bit of denial about the subconscious decisions that you made. So I think you need to get to your truth first, which is probably going to take some journaling, right? You're gonna need to clean up these messy feelings to understand them better, and then communicate that to them and be like, hey, I've done some soul searching, and here's where I'm at. And I think that in this era of life that I'm in right now, I'm afraid that you guys are going to taint that because you don't like him, because you're rude to him, whatever it is. And it makes it really hard to try to combine my worlds.
Yep.
So I found myself choosing this. If you guys want to be a part of that, I would love to have you be a part of it. Just know that can't happen if you are like this.
And that's 100% boundaries, I think, would have. And I don't think that OP is an asshole. Like, I don't.
I don't either.
I think that she probably could have communicated better, which is why I said ASCON 4.
Yeah.
I think these are things you learn in life. Like, we all can do things better. But I think the friends, to me, sound. I wonder how long it's been 2 against 1. I wonder how how easy it was for her to be able to lift out of that friendship, the trio, and then move forward with other friends. Like, it seems like it might have always been 2 against 1. They might have always been closer. I don't know. And I'm just
the 2 against
speculating.
1 might have been behind her back for a really long time.
Yeah. And so maybe she's
just in front of her face.
Maybe she's just done with it, and she just at this point has no more fucks to give. So
Yeah, that could be it. But that OP, that's the answer you got to find for yourself.
Yep.
To know your truth and then be able to communicate it, right? So not really an asshole. ASCON 4 technically, right? In ESH is everybody sucks here, Matthew. All right, a little bit of a pivot here. Pivot. I've got a weird buzzing going on. Tony, your mic is off, right? Huh.
Is it on now?
Now it's on. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the buzzing is there. If you guys end up hearing the buzzing, let me know, okay? And I will I'll address it on this end. Hatter dropping the 20 bomb on the YouTube side says, as a person who is doing their first ever Friends Thanksgiving, I understand where OP stands. Trying to figure out who to invite that is not going to cause drama and willing to relax and enjoy everybody's company. Thank you so much. And I get it. I empathize with that. And yeah, it sucks that you have to spend some time thinking about which friends will gel together, because just because the common denominator is you doesn't mean everybody's going to get along, right? And then that's a lot of pressure on you to try to make everybody get along, and nobody wants that. At least dropping the 5, I think they were probably shitty friends, and the boyfriend helped show that they sucked. He probably stopped them from walking all over her. Ooh. Which often does happen. Like whenever you find the right person, that person kind of helps you find your backbone, right? Nancy Pants dropping the 2. Beware of a boyfriend that none of your friends like. That's a fair point, too. There's the other side of that coin. Justina dropping the 5. Love you guys. Thanks for being here. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate that. Taraya, welcome to the Gosh Dang It Thunder crew. God's Blessed Wonder Woman dropping the 5. Said they wouldn't have come after they weren't invited. Probably felt hurt. Yeah, that was Candy's point, too. Maybe they're hurt talking, and that's entirely possible. At home in the Carolinas with a party hat. Thank you. Green Dragon. I stand by my NTA. Either someone was going to be pissed, hurt, or uncomfortable. That's fair. That is very, very fair. Tina seems like the reason for that friendship has ended, or the season for that friendship. Doesn't sound like they have tried to maintain this either. And that is fair. McKay, thanks for the super there too. Greatly appreciate that. A little bit of love on the TikTok side real quick. Natalie Ford, thanks so much for the finger heart. Tony Spark dropping finger hearts there too. Diana, Ross for makeup, Smashley, Callie, Crystal, Catriana, Shiny Lights, Eric the Undertaker in the house. Kristen, Smashley, thanks so much. QB's Crafties, MX Manners, Jody, see you all there. Thank you so much. We have the KAS story to dive into, I believe. Is that right?
So you're going to read the little update for the KAS story, then you're going to read the cake story, then you hit the goal on the YouTube side, so you're going to read the spicy story.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me set up the next one on the YouTube side real quick. What's that? Yeah, if you want to write down the order so I don't get lost. I pooped. I pooped a little bit. I pooped. I didn't have the candy cam on, so you guys couldn't see her.
It's been a minute since
I'm going to need a bathroom break here in a second. It's all over me. It's like Velcro. That damn Velcro confetti. Smooths! Pluto with the candy bouquet. Thanks so much. Smooth's dropping the 70 finger hearts. I saw the candy bouquet there, Pluto. That was very cool. I feel like I'll have to get Candy Thunder on screen next time the candy bouquet comes. It seems on brand. You just blew it onto me.
Sorry. Whoa.
Thought about it after I said it. Oops. Okay, there we go. Here is the KAS update. Final KAS post. Supposedly. Hey y'all, it's been a minute. I don't know if anyone even cares anymore, but I have a final update. The girls are now in the custody of their uncle, KAS's brother, and his wife. They started school this fall and are doing absolutely great. They are a little behind, but are smart and catching up quick. Baby boy is with his dad and also doing great. KAS is locked up and will be for at least the next 3 to 5 years. She pled guilty to a lot, which expedited the process, but did reduce the jail time. She signed her rights away to the baby, but not the girls. That is still ongoing, unfortunately. And that's the post. That's the post. That's the KAS post. Okay. What do you remember about the KAS story right now? I forgot to hit the breaking news button. You're right. Darn it.
What?
KAS. Do you remember anything about it?
We read a lot of stories.
We do read a lot of stories.
I remember it vaguely. Yes. But if I were to watch the video for like 10 seconds, it would probably refresh me.
I would have to go back and watch the story there too.
Yeah.
Nothing except the title KAS. Right. I remember KAS is a big deal. Okay. That's about it. Tony Spark, do you remember enough about it to TLDR us?
Sorry, there's this. Thank you. Thank you, Tony. I was like, something's happening in YouTube. We gotta. I saw hearts and I was like,
yeah. Yeah. I remember she was crazy. Toy stealer turned much bigger. Okay.
Yes.
The daughter was stealing OP's kids' toys. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yes. All right. Yeah. We're gonna have to connect that.
And it turned into like stalking almost, like of the like over the years and all this stuff. Yeah.
Caden Thunder, we may have to add this update and create them all as one video and repost that. Like the full KAS saga. Maybe that's the play. Maybe.
My face when I saw that in the YouTube chat, and I was like, oh my God. It was like very
I didn't see it.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
It
was pretty terrible.
It was it was a very like sweet but nasty message.
Those are my favorite kind.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next one that we're supposed to get into is the cake story. Wait, do you have any feelings about this update here? So KAS is locked up next 3 to 5 years,
I
pled
think
guilty
that's
to a lot.
probably the best thing that could happen. And it says she did sign the rights of the baby, but not her older girls.
And
That's still ongoing.
why a KAS playlist, Karen? That's brilliant. Yep.
I hope that she does sign over her rights.
Why wouldn't she at this
yeah,
point? Why
she's-
would you sign the rights to the baby but not the girls?
She's a very, if I remember correctly, like this has been going on since her teen years, that she's been toxic and narcissistic and treats everyone around her like they owe her something. And so I think it would be best if those girls were not with her.
Agreed. I mean, it's
A chance at a normal life and not furthering.
I mean, she's behind
the
bars
cycle
right
of
now.
this, yeah.
It probably comes down to some kind of that she didn't want to release her rights to them because she believes it gives her some kind of legal advantage, like having kids, or tax advantage. She wants the write-offs.
Radiant Decay says to still have control. And
Yeah.
that sounds more on brand for her.
She wants them tax credits.
That also sounds
It's possible. It's possible.
She was a very toxic person. Yeah.
All right, we'll get into the cake story now. Cake story time, and Here, Caden, this will be. No, never mind. I was going to hit the breaking news thing. We can actually add that in the edit. That'll be okay. All right, now it is time for the cake story. Cake reward story. It is time. And then we're getting into the spicy story after that. You guys have unlocked a lot. We're already at 880 out of 3K on the finger heart goal over there. And we started the new 15 goal on the YouTube side, which is Astronaut Helmet and AMA. Not unlocking anything crazy with that one. All right, this is, am I the astronaut for cutting my own birthday cake before everyone arrived? This is poll worthy. Would you like to start a poll, love? Am I the astronaut for cutting my own birthday cake before everyone arrived? Okay. So it's your birthday cake, and before everyone arrived means either you bought your own cake or made your own cake, right? Or maybe your partner did. Being the birthday person, does that give you carte blanche to dig into your own birthday cake before people arrive?
Well, why the hell not? It's your birthday. You only get one per year. Just eat your cake if you want. I wouldn't be offended if someone was like, I needed a slice of cake. And I was like, I get it. Totally okay.
Well, someone took issue with it.
I don't know. It's not my birthday. It's not my cake. You're the one who gets to decide what happens to it.
So if I went to a party and there was a piece of cake missing and, the
birthday
first
person took it?
like, who the hell cut into the cake? And then you find out the birthday person was the one who took it. You're like, I guess you have that right.
Yeah,
Just
totally
making
fine.
sure it wasn't one of the kids,
Totally fine.
But yeah, I think you have that right. However, I would never do it.
Absolutely not.
I wouldn't.
You would
I
never.
wouldn't do it.
You have self-control.
But
I might.
You technically have that right. But I wouldn't.
might scoop
you
some-
would not.
I might scoop some dirt cake out of the side of the bowl.
No, you wouldn't.
I've tasted the icing on the back side of the cake.
That's different. That's different. You would not do it. Okay, so the poll results are 75% NTA. Okay, so it's your cake, and you eat it if you want to. Basically, that's where we're at. All right. I, 29 female, hosted a small birthday dinner at my house. Nothing fancy, just family, a few friends, and a grocery store cake I bought myself because my husband forgot to order one until the morning of. I figured no big deal, I'll just pick one up. When people started showing up, everyone was chatting, drinks were flowing, but the food was taking forever. I was starving, so I quietly cut myself a slice of my own cake, one tiny corner piece, just to hold me over. Apparently, that was social treason. My mother-in-law gasped like I'd kicked a puppy and said, "You can't cut the cake before we sing." My husband backed her up, saying it was bad luck and rude to the guests.
He doesn't get a vote.
He forgot to order her cake, so maybe you back down, buddy. I laughed because, again, it's my birthday and my cake. Then my mother-in-law actually moved the rest of the cake into the laundry room so I wouldn't ruin it further. When we finally brought it back out to sing, she told everyone, "Don't look at the corner, she already dug in," like it was a scandal. The kicker, later that night, I found out that she had brought her own cake just in case mine didn't look nice enough. It was sugar-free, flavor-free brick she baked herself, and she insisted everyone try hers instead because mine was missing a piece. So yeah, I ate another slice of mine straight from the box in the laundry room out of pure spite. Am I the astronaut for cutting into my own birthday cake early? I have question. Whose responsibility was the food? Because the food was the thing taken forever, and you had a tiny bite of your own birthday cake that you had to buy for yourself because your hubby forgot to fucking order one for you, and mother-in-law got all gaspy about it.
And then your husband had the fucking audacity to be like, that's rude.
Hubby.
Bitch, well, you know what's rude is not me buying my own birthday cake.
showing up like, yeah, she's right.
Gosh.
Hubby's hype man for mother-in-law. Yeah. Loud music.
The forgetting the birthday cake and then backing up your mother-in-law, calling your wife rude, just sent you straight to ASCON 1 in my book, because that's just, that's like, so you're shitty and then you doubled down on your fucking shittiness. Like,
on your wife's birthday.
But it's her fucking cake. If she didn't want to share a fucking piece, then she didn't have to. I think she would. She seems really nice. But that's her choice.
She invited all of you fuckers over.
She married
She's
you.
throwing herself a birthday dinner, and you fuckers got to come. She was going to share her cake and her food with you. And you bitched about it. Mother-in-law, you brought a fucking, a sugar-free fruit cake? Like, what are you doing? Just in case hers was all gnarled and you used the fact that it was missing a pinky toe. That little piggy will never go home. You used that to say that it was somehow like misfigured.
Yeah. Bizzos create brozos.
Apparently.
I love it.
Bizzos create brozos.
Stop the cycle. Your husband sounds like an asshat.
He does. He really does.
I like you sounding.
We need to hear more from you, OP. Like, what else has happened involving your brozo of a hubby and your bizzo of a mother-in-law? What? This can't be the only thing. There has to be a lot more going on here. We need more of that context to understand the full picture here, because I think you may have bigger problems. No, you are not an astronaut for taking a bite of your own fucking birthday cake. There was good reason too, and it wasn't even before everyone arrived. People were there. The food was just taking forever, so you had a little nibble. Okay, here we go. We'll dive on to the next one here. Nancy Pants with the 5 hubby didn't forget he was setting up for his mom to bring her gross cake. Ew, that is entirely possible and gross. I hope you're not right. I hope you're not right. Gross. A little bit of catch up here before we dive into the next one. Sorry, I was catching up on chat there real quick. Is a bad luck thing a real superstition? I've never heard of that before. Naja, I've never heard of that either. It being bad luck to take a bite of your own cake before people sing. Jen Design Store dropping the Harmony Cali Overkill. Jeanette Overkill dropping the Hondo there, and another 67. And Bella Luna, Jeanette, Lily Fairy, AC, Nerdy Mom, Colin dropping the Go Popular there. Jeanette again there. Lil's Music in the house dropping finger hearts there too. Moxon dropping the 3 Hondo finger hearts. Thank you so much for the love. Amber Bradshaw, Katriana, Rayanne, Allie, Erica Hawkins, thank you so much for the love. Greatly appreciate that. We are at 15 hundo with 3K. We are halfway there on the TikTok side. 1 of 15 over there on the YouTube side. And my next story is a spicy story. Let's dive into that. Ready? Here we go. Spicy story time. Here we go, spicy story. This one is, am I the astronaut for telling my father-in-law he's no longer welcome to come over at all after he triggered our alarm for the 3rd time and then blamed me for ruining the family dynamic? Okay, hold on. I feel like we gotta back up and take this thing in pieces. Am I the astronaut for telling my father-in-law he's no longer welcome to come over at all? Okay, that's the action. After he triggered our alarm for the 3rd time and then blamed me for ruining the family dynamic. Okay, we need more information about the ruining family dynamic thing. But triggering your alarm for the 3rd time, yeah, that's frustrating. That's frustrating. Would you like to start a poll? Tony Spark, are you able to do that on your side? Okay, I can on my side too. I forgot, but we actually have a couple funny stories about triggering alarms, including a video that I believe we shared in the Facebook VIP group some time ago. It was Tony Spark. Yeah, well, couldn't remember the passcode. Is that what it was? No. Here at the office.
No, that is incorrect. I was given a key fob at the time. We had a key fob thing that you said on there. And I think I might have been given a code, but I don't remember the code part of it.
Yeah. We all use the key fobs.
Everybody used the key fob. And so I was told, like, I had been here like a month, maybe 2 months, because it was right after Navy was born. And like the week Navy was born or the week after Navy was born.
20 seconds left on the poll.
And I came in early and I went to go use the key fob thing and it's not working. And I don't know the code that I'm supposed to enter if the key fob isn't working. And I'm standing there and I'm like, this is not good. This is not good. Then next thing you know, the alarm goes off. Well, meanwhile, the little thing is right. There's a camera pointing right at me.
Camera like right in his face.
I'm like, oh no. Oh no, this is not good. This is not good. Because I'm like, they're at home. It's early in the morning. They've got a newborn baby. And I'm like, I just am now. They're getting this alarm. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, because our phone
and
blew up.
At the end of the day, it was not my fault because I was given a faulty key fob.
It was my fault.
That did not work. So
I had baby rain. It is in the Facebook VIP group somewhere. If one of you VIPers find it, like repost it so we can see it, or remind us, and we'll throw it up there too. Hey, pole dancing Vida, but hey, Dusty, a big fan watcher from the UK. Thanks so much for being here. Greatly appreciate that. Booberry, if alarms get triggered too many times and the police are called, they'll charge you for coming out. It could be a big deal. It could be. Nerdy Mom, did you at least give a thumbs up or a peace sign to the camera? No, he did look at it with this like, what the fuck look though. It's priceless. It's like, we got to get it back in front of you guys. It's fantastic. No, you weren't going to get fired. 78% went NTA on the poll. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's dive in and see how messy this actually is. Am I the astronaut for telling my father-in-law he's no longer welcome to come over at all after he triggered our alarm for the third time and then blamed me for ruining the family dynamic? The family dynamic is the sound of an alarm. Yeah, I'm going to ruin that. My husband, 31 male, and I, 29 female, bought our first home last year. His dad, Mark, is well-meaning, old school, I'll just pop in and handle it kind of guy. Great intentions, zero boundaries. The issue, he comes over unannounced. A lot. Nope. Right there. Nope. Sorry. We've asked him dozens of times to text first. He always agrees, then forgets the agreement exists. A few weeks ago, he came by while we were both at work and opened the back door. Our new home security system went off. My phone exploded with alerts. We panicked and then rushed home just to find father-in-law standing in the kitchen, saying he was checking the dryer lint trap because spring sparks house fires. We reminded him gently, you have to text before coming over. He apologized, sort of. Then last week, it happened again. Alarm, police dispatch, chaos. He'd opened the mudroom door to drop off the cheap mulch he found on sale. And a police officer told him calmly but firmly that entering someone else's home without permission is illegal, even if you're family. He was embarrassed, but blamed the police for making a production out of nothing. My husband and I sat him down later and very kindly said, from now on, please do not enter our house at all unless we explicitly invite you. He got stiff, said we were overreacting, and left abruptly. Mother-in-law called later saying we hurt his feelings. Okay, fine. We tried to be graceful. But then came the latest incident. This past Saturday, we went out to breakfast. When we got home, we saw his truck parked halfway down the street. We walked up cautiously. Our front door was locked, but the garage door keypad showed signs of repeated attempts. Wrong code after wrong code. He had tried 13 times to open it. My husband called him. Father-in-law was still sitting in his truck and asked what he was doing. Father-in-law said, irritated, I knew you guys said not to come in, but I figured only meant on weekdays. I was just trying to surprise you by fixing that loose shelf in the laundry room before it collapses. The shelf wasn't loose. He made that up. We told him again that he can't enter our home without permission. Not ever. And here's where it escalated. He got out of the truck, slammed the door, walked up to us and said, all this because she needs control. This house used to feel like family. Now it feels like a fortress. You're letting her turn you against your own father. Okay. He said this while pointing directly at me. My husband snapped louder than I've ever heard him and told him he was completely out of line. Father-in-law yelled back that we should be grateful he cares enough to check on the house at all. Mother-in-law later texted me saying I inflamed things by said rigid boundaries that disrespect decades of family norms.
What?
We ended the conversation by calmly telling father-in-law he's no longer allowed to come over unless invited, period. I'm pretty sure you already said that. Now he's refusing to speak to us. Mother-in-law is saying I broke the family dynamic and my husband is frustrated and worried but still on my side. So am I the astronaut for finally putting a complete stop to it after the third attempted incident and his blow up? I don't know that you have finally put a stop to it, OP, because you basically said the same thing you said last time and he still didn't listen and came over. Also, I have a theory.
This is what happens when you don't figure out how to relax.
Nope.
Because
that's not my theory.
He
can't stand his wife.
Oh. There you go.
He's making up shit to get out of the house and do, and fixing shit at your house is always going to be an excused absence from his wife because you're helping her baby.
Look at you reading between the lines.
He can't stand her. That's why he's getting out of there so much.
I don't even know what to say. If someone tells you not to come to their house, don't fucking come to their house when they're not home or without asking, without permission. Like, I feel like that's normal. I don't know what kind of decades of family norms they're talking about here where you just get to walk into people's house when they're not home and not expecting you to stop in. Like, I don't understand that. Like, not to feel like your space is your own and that it's just a fucking, if you marry into that family, every house belongs to the family. Like, this doesn't even make sense.
I'm trying to, like, is this a family home that they purchased?
Clearly.
Yeah, this place used to feel like a family home.
Maybe it was their sons before they got married.
Maybe.
And then they decided to live there together.
I thought OP said that they went to their new house. But maybe I'm just making that up on my head. Mm-hmm. I don't know, but
my dad will help us whenever we need it, anytime we need it.
He's not
gonna come over unless I ask him to help with something specifically, and he would call and ask.
Yeah, he's not the B&E type.
Yeah, the B&E.
Yeah, and I don't mean bacon and eggs. This father-in-law, like, look, I mean, it's just a matter of respect and boundaries, right? Like, you're gonna have to let him get arrested if he does it again. That's the only way to enforce this boundary. That's it. That's all you can do. Let him get arrested, and then maybe you'll finally learn the truth. He's making shit up to try to get into your house. So either, like Chad has said, he's got buried treasure, or he really dislikes his wife, and he's just trying to get away from her. There are other hobbies you can get, man. Like, find something else if that's the case.
Maybe he can start a woodworking shop.
There you go. He's like, they're not far enough away.
She'll
just walk out there all the time. All the time.
I think that I think that, yes, Nicole said, I think he's lonely. I think he wants to feel useful, and maybe all the boxes are checked at home. Maybe he hates his wife, but if someone tells you not to do something, there are other ways to feel useful, like volunteering at animal shelters or volunteering to do whatever that looks like. But there are other ways to feel useful if someone tells you that they don't want you to come into their house when they're not home. There's so many things that people need volunteers everywhere. And if he wanted to do that, then I think that would be very commendable. But if not, then he's really just being an asshole.
Oh, wait, who tries 13 times to get into a place to fix a shelf?
It's a lucky number
that isn't broken. Like, it's just something's fishy here.
Yeah,
it does not add up.
So he thought because does he have a key?
No.
Because he was getting in the house.
Apparently, he must have a key of some kind, or they just shut the doors and set the alarm.
They give him a key, not the code. That's done specifically. Yeah.
Good
I hope he figures it out. Go play with the puppies.
I would start making sure that if he did, like, well before it escalated to this point, I would make sure he saw a bunch of things he didn't want to see when he walked in without permission.
Yeah.
and you don't have to be there for that. You can make this a really uncomfortable situation. And the cop showing up, he was uncomfortable about, but blamed then for making a mountain out of a molehill. And that, most people who get arrested think that way.
Does it say how old he is?
Dad?
Yeah.
It does not. So
son is 30.
Yeah, son's 31, OP's 29. So, I mean,
50s, 60s.
Yeah.
So, as I know, I saw some people saying have him checked for memory issues, dementia, things like that.
Possible.
Yeah.
After everything is entirely possible here. Hey, Tony, do you mind? Everything is entirely possible. But I don't think I'll ever be this kind of grandpa, father-in-law. I don't think I'll ever be
the overly helpful
that breaks in.
Yeah.
To be like the elf on the shelf of home repairs. You know what I mean? I'm not going to jump in and be like, oh, look, surprise. Your shelf is fixed. Like it wasn't broken.
He was just sitting in his truck stewing too.
Oh, he was mad.
He was mad.
He was mad.
Because he was like a loose cannon coming out of that truck.
Not mad enough to go home.
That's true.
What does that tell you?
Mad enough to make a scene.
Mad enough to make a scene.
But not mad enough to go home.
Very true.
I'm telling you.
Maybe, yeah.
It's the wife. All right, let's dive into our next story here. KK, thanks so much, as I enjoy your videos. Is it your first time watching a live stream here? Is it your first time joining us? We have 1,150 people here on the TikTok side hanging out with us today. We are about 3/4 of the way through on the gift goal side for the TikTok side, which on the gift goal side for the TikTok side, I said that, words are hard. We are going to unlock the lightning round stories. That's what we're going for on the TikTok side right now. Caden Thunder is going to be our lightning round guest today, and those are always fantastic times. Ninja Blobby, Amanda, Rainy, Bree, Cece Lopez, Overkill Mill dropping the Hondo finger hearts there. Ninja Blob again, Overkill. Charlotte Arnold, Overkill dropping a whole bunch of them. Dang, Charlotte Arnold dropping 144 there. Callie Knights, you guys are running hard there. Margarita dropping all the thumbs ups over there. Thank you so much. Hans, first time to actually get to watch from the start. Nice. Cece, first time there too. Nice. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Katriana. Yay. Mary, hello from Australia. Navilan, first time. Who else is a first timer here? Welcome. Jack from Georgia. Awesome. Cece, thank you. Appreciate that. All right. How do you say your name? Ayelet? Is that right? Listener from New Zealand. Heck yeah. Beth in the Bahamas. The Bahamas seem like a nice place to be right now. Kiwi, first time. Welcome. Tammy from the UK. Mirren from Scotland. Angel, fellow Aussie there. Here we go. Oh, in Chile. Very cool. ALS. Okay. That's a beautiful name. Shirley, yes, diving in. All right. Our next one is back to regularly scheduled. 4. Got it. Okay, here we go. Am I the astronaut for treating my kids differently due to their own decisions? What? Am I the astronaut for treating my kids differently due to their own decisions? We're going to need a little more context on that. I'll skip a poll and dive right in. Having disagreement with my wife. Kid 1, 19 male, saves money, and I've been teaching him about investing. He's very interested. Kid 2 saves no money from doing the exact same work during the exact same time period, spends it all on his friends, and despite my guidance, cares little about saving or investing. Kid 3, 14 female, just started working this year and has 7 times more money than Kid 2, which was a pleasant surprise to me, the way she has taken responsibility and has taken an interest in investing. They have all held the exact same summer job, except Kid 1 is now old enough to legally work as an adult, so he can work during the school year. With Kid 1, I sold him a car for $5,000, which he paid for in cash. The car was worth around $9,000. I tried giving him my old stick shift, but he didn't like it and wanted a bigger car. I let them make their decisions, so I sold him our other car. Well, that car had a major breakdown within 6 months of him giving us $5,000. So in an effort to make things right, I bought it back from him and we agreed to use it to put a down payment on a RAV4. I also cover a half of the payment, but he pays insurance and 50% of the loan payment. With Kid 3, we're looking to set up a child's investment account, and I've also borrowed money from her and I am paying it back with interest. Her bank account doesn't have access to CDs or lightweight investments, so I set up the bank of daddy and pay her interest. With kid 2, I've attempted to correct the bad spending behaviors that he has. He has next to no money. I mean, they've all gotten the same talks, the same education, the same offer to help, but I don't control what they actually do with their money. So he hangs out with friends and likes to throw money around, which at his age isn't a huge red flag for me, but it does limit what I can actually do with him right now. And at his age, kid 1 had nearly 10K to his name. My wife has noticed the dealings I've had with each kid and somehow thinks I need to correct the situation so kid 2 can feel more included. However, in my view, I'm doing the exact same thing with them all. They're all included and only limited by their own decisions. He's upset he doesn't have any money, but he also gets upset when I try to tell him why ordering $60 worth of Wendy's for 2 people through DoorDash is a terrible idea.
Heard that.
I know there are things I could do to make him happy, but the most important part of financial education is teaching discipline, which won't be learned by bailing him out of his decisions. Interesting. Edit. I did not say in the original post that I needed to borrow money from my daughter. If you read the entire sentence, I explained exactly what I was doing, acting as a bank. Edit. The focus of my post was the difficulty between me and my wife and her perception of how I was handling it. I did not indicate that me and kid 2 have some sort of contemptuous relationship. There's plenty we have in common and do together. No, he doesn't have ADHD. No, I don't disclude him. I think exclude, maybe. Yes, making shit up about us is on you. The people who are asking questions are great. The people hurling darts and are just keyboard warriors looking for the worst in people. Well, I mean, those people are always going to be there, Dad. Kid 2 was, what, 17?
Yeah, I think so.
19, 17, 14. Those are the ages.
Also, I think it's super smart to, like he said, like to basically be a bank and return it with interest to get them to understand, like, the part of it. That's very smart. I think the dad is... I don't see anything wrong. Kid 2 is making their own choices. He's allowing them to make those choices while still providing guidance in the right direction, but allowing them to make decisions for themselves. And it sucks. It sucks to watch your kids do something.
Feel the pain of their own decisions.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah,
I mean, as a parent, if just there's no sugarcoating, it just fucking sucks. But at the same time, they still have to learn like that you can't bail them out every time, because if you do bail them out every time, they don't learn. They just know that their parents are going to show up and save the day.
Pain
and
creates change, right?
I think, and I'm glad he included the edit so that we know, like he said, he's included, like we have things in common. We do other things together. It's just this one area where he just isn't interested, and he prefers to spend his money in different ways.
He's not included in the financial exercises that they're doing.
He's silly for not including himself, though. I can say that for sure.
He's chosen not to participate because he doesn't have the means to participate there. Mom is an enabler. Wonder Woman, exactly. Mom is an enabler here, and parental guilt, is like a force stronger than compound interest, right? It will force you to feel this way because you see one of your children going through something that is different. And yeah, you don't want that to happen. You feel for them. You want to be able to make it right. But Mom, if you force Dad to like play like he hasn't made poor decisions here,
you're doing your son, son,
a huge disservice.
A huge disservice
later in life when you don't have the ability to have them under your roof and try to teach them things. It's going to be a much bigger mess for him in adult life if you do that now, because it's just going to reinforce that the way he's spending is okay. And you know what? This is hugely important because they don't teach this shit in school.
Wild that they don't.
Like they may have one tiny class that glazes over it, but like financial responsibility is something that most people just have to learn by fucking up.
It's what we learn in Monopoly.
Like you learn by screwing up as a young adult, and then you've fucked up your credit and you have to spend time rebuilding it, and you have to kind of learn by doing here. You have to walk through the fire. So that the fact that Dad here is experienced and comfortable enough to be able to teach them by doing here and allow them to determine their own fate, right? They decide their own fate by saving more or spending more or investing in X, Y, Z. And this is beautiful. This is an awesome thing. And I wish we did it.
Yeah. I was going back to that parental guilt thing. And you said it's like you really want to give in to your kid.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Are you still talking about the fucking puppy?
Wow.
Here's the thing.
Circle back.
Here's the thing. God. You circled back so far, that was a reach around.
Oh my God.
I have a humanity switch that I can flip to not feel parental guilt. Boop.
I just have to say, I feel like that was perfect though. When you were saying it and I was like, yeah, totally. 100% gonna put that in my back pocket.
See, so dad in story here is not giving in to parental guilt. And see how in the story parental guilt would have done lifelong damage to this child? Oh my gosh. Crazy. Okay, hold on.
All the time.
It's like somebody trying to sell you a puppy. Constant. It's like if all the telemarketers and spam texts and messages you got were all trying to sell you a puppy. Okay, we are at 2,500-ish out of 3K on the TikTok side to get lightning round unlocked. We got to do lightning round. We have 5 lightning round stories. That's a time. Trin, you think Candy won that discussion? But we just talked about how parental guilt can create long-term trauma for a child. Hey, Hans, welcome to the Gosh Heck fam on the TikTok side. Just became a super fan. Mama Kitty, Andromeda Amber, Overkill Mill dropping 96 of those finger hearts. Eric the Undertaker jumping into the mix there too. Anna Maria Ortiz, Charlie Diego, Legs for Days, Kara, Tony Spark, Bonnie, Bonita, Nicolina, Echo, Jennifer, Charlie Diego, Jody, Courtney, Christina, Minnesota, Rock Wolf, Candy Thunder dropping 51 of them as well. Beth Bars, CC, Hans, thank you guys so much for the love. Nerdy Mom, Smashling, Mama Kitty, see you there. Thank you. Callie, thank you. Adventures with Pam, that's right. We hit a millie. We hit a millie. You know, we hit a millie and I haven't been spotted anywhere I've been today. It really hurts my heart. Now it's time to do another one of those street videos, right? Do you know who Dusty Thunder is? The one person who said yes last time we did it lied. Clearly. Clearly she lied. Sassy says, I don't know what just happened, but I think you should get a puppy. Thanks. Okay, what story am I headed toward here, Tony Spark? 5? Okay. All right, here we go. Joanne, thanks so much for the congratulations. Appreciate that. Getting a puppy to celebrate 1 million is great. Jody. Callie, unfortunately, there will be no cameo by Whitebush for 1 milli. There's no Whitebush cameo. There is
Millie Doggy Brown.
Oh my gosh, Millie Doggy Brown. That's what you want to name this dog?
Millie Doggy Brown.
Be Millie Doggy Thunder. I mean, it'd have to be
Millie Doggy Brown Thunder.
Millie Doggy Brown is very. It's very punny.
It is. It was Tony's idea. Make sure you give credit for that. But
dick. Finally had a witty moment. No, that's great. Yeah, you guys call her Millie Doggy Brown. I'll just call her 11. Damn it. Why did I vocalize that? Why? It's like driving a nail through my own foot. All right. Am I the astronaut for not wanting to be the default designated driver? This we can do a poll for. Am I the astronaut for not wanting to be the default designated driver? Would you like to start a poll? Tony Spark immediately says NTA. Plot twist, OP's an Uber driver. Yeah, it's Tony Sparks. Tony Sparks mouthy Uber driver. That's who it is. It was the tone, right? It was you can't give Tony tone. Tony tone. All right, poll is rocking. 55-ish seconds left to go here. Am I the astronaut for not wanting to be the default designated driver? NTA for me. Always 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 the designated driver, like always. Now, look, if you're the only one who doesn't drink, that's a different story. Like Candy Thunder and I don't drink, so we could be. But if you're not hanging out with him, babysitting a bunch of drunks suck. Nobody wants to do that, right? That needs to not be your job all the time. Caitlin Pelletier, Arthur, Angie, Mama Kitty, Adventures with Pam, Jeanette, Laura, thanks so much. Michelle dropping the 140 finger hearts there. Adele McFadden as well. Ms. Minnie and I, Kelly Bree, Smashley. Thank you guys. Thank you. 13 seconds left on the poll there. You're out of coins? We are at, we're getting there. 1 second left on the poll. Poll results are 94% NTA. Y'all have strong feelings about this. NTA. Elise says she came running back to her phone for this huge NTA. I used to be the doormat in a friend group, and it was always DD because they knew I wouldn't let us drive drunk home, even if someone else was assigned. Boo hiss. Tony Spark. I never have to worry about it. Yeah, all right, here we go. Hi, so basically I'm a dude who recently stopped drinking for personal reasons. And basically when I told my friend group, they all decided that my just hanging out sober is too weird. So they all collectively decided to give me a new job. Practically everyone has started to just assume I'm the DD every single time we go out, and it's starting to piss me off. I've told them many times that I actually don't mind driving sometimes, but I don't want to be the default just because I'm not drinking. Then even a few of their girlfriends are calling me DD, and I get a little pissed off and tell everybody if they could just please let me take an Uber sometimes as politely as I possibly can. Everyone told me I was being selfish and has started to just hand me their keys without asking, just to annoy me. Like, come on, DD, you know the drill. Every time I bring up wanting to be treated like a normal friend and not a free taxi service, they all roll their eyes and give me snarky comments. Of course, I do like my friends and they're all great, but it does slightly piss me off. Am I being selfish or do I have a fair point? Okay, now here's a serious question for you. If you stop drinking, but you still want to hang out while your friends are drinking, do you have any responsibility to be the DD?
I mean, if they pay him appropriately, if he's running all their asses home.
And even then, like, it's a choice. It has to be a choice.
Yeah. I feel like they're just taking advantage of it.
Well, they're just handing you their keys at this point?
It would be a different circumstance, I think, for OP if they were appreciative and not giving him shit for not drinking and giving him, like, I think OP is just feeling taken advantage of and would feel better if he was, even if there was jest still, if they were appreciative as well, that there would be some more common ground. But he just feels like they're just being assholes because he's chosen not to drink. Okay, this is probably a combination of a couple of things. This is them demonizing your not being like them now. So they've demonized it, and the only way that they can accept that is to give you this job, which is essentially being the Dobby of the friend group, right? You are there to serve them, and that is it. I would start fighting fire with fire here. And when they hand you their keys without asking you or saying anything after you verbally processed it, not wanting to be the DD, if they hand you their keys, go fucking hide their car. Right? Start messing with them back. I think it's perfectly within reason to not want to be the DD. There's a big difference between, like, yeah, obviously you're going to be the only person there capable of driving yourself home, because you haven't been drinking. That doesn't mean you have an obligation to ferry everyone else home. Right. And their assumption, and it seems like, we don't know this, but unwillingness to compensate you at all. If they were paying you, would it be different? That is a big question. Payment, monetary payment, or being fucking appreciative, like showing someone that you care, that they're showing up for you, and he's not feeling that, and we're all human beings, like, that reciprocal feeling that we get in a relationship, he's not getting it. Yeah. So now he's just feeling frustrated.
And there's imbalance, and that will lead toward resentment. And then
you stop hanging out because you're just pissed off. So
there's indifference. Like, yeah. You're headed down that path already. So OP, I think it's time to create an actual boundary now. And that is hey, look guys, I will not be your DD unless I offer. If I offer at the beginning of the night, I do expect to be compensated for it. And here's how I expect to be compensated for it. If you are not willing to do that, don't ask me. And if you do ask me when I said explicitly that I didn't want to do it, I just won't come out with you guys next time. I'm not going to hang out with people who treat me like trash. I'm sorry.
It's so.
And the next time somebody hands you their keys, be like,
just let them fall to the ground.
Master has presented Dobby with a sock. Dobby is a free elf.
Elise said, I wonder if before he was the party friend, he was always buying shots and drinks, spending 200 plus a night out with the other people. That's a possibility
They're punishing
too.
you for being
because
different
you're no longer the buyer.
Bah.
I stumbled through that.
You done did it. Elise, drop of the 5. It is exhausting to be the parent out. I was sober for almost a year. If I wasn't driving, I stopped getting invited out and I found new friends. That's sad. I get it though. Like, on your behalf, being around a bunch of drunks when you're not drunk is exhausting.
It's annoying.
It is annoying. Like, you don't get what the fuck they're talking about or doing, or why that's funny. You don't get it. They don't get you. There's a disconnect there. So you do end up being the parent or the babysitter, and it's not sustainable. No. Tony Sport. Ted never gets to do that job. Ted gets unlocked through inebriation.
To be fair, like even if Ted is like the least drunk of the drunks, like then it gets to be not fun anymore because you don't want to take care of somebody's got to take care of the people. And sometimes I feel responsible, and I will take care of the people, and I don't like doing that. I want to be the one taken care of.
What is your first action whenever Ted realizes that he's the least drunk in the group and at risk of becoming the parent? Shots.
Uber home.
Immediately
leave.
Judging designated driver.
No, because then when you get to that point, like you realize that like adding more alcohol to the situation is not going to make it better because if like those people are already past that point, so you just got to kind of.
That's fair.
At that point, you got to cut your losses, figure out a way to wrap the evening up. That's it. Wrap it up.
Right. Oh, I don't like this feeling. Wrap it up.
Yep. I think I'm ready to go. I think I'm done. I'm ready to go.
Valentine. Irish goodbye. There you go. As opposed to the Midwest goodbye, which takes 12 years. It's different. Lightning round. We did hit the TikTok goal. Heck yeah. Okay, let's give some thanks for that. And then we'll set up the next round or the next goal. And then it is lightning round time. Okay. Why can't I see the... Hold on. I should be able to see it. There it is. Okay. In particular order here for hitting the figure heart goal on the TikTok side, we got Overkill Mill in the number 1 spot at 2490. The number 2 spot, Mela Oso at 2060. Cameron Coker in the number 3 spot at 1685. And the number 4 spot, Charlotte Arnold at 1395. Our top 4 all 1K and up. Look at y'all. Jeanette in the number 5 spot at 825. Smooth's the number 6 spot at 760. You guys are kicking ass. Thank you so much. Ninja Blob Nat, Tony Spark, Candy Thunder, Smashly, Stovetop 21, Eric the Undertaker, Janice C 2014, Ms. D, Jennifer Sarver, Adventures with Pam, Fire Dude, Caitlin Pelletier, Arch Cali Knight, Rock Wolf, Mama Kitty, Kelly Brienne, Magnolia Girl, Lil's Music, Wrong Pluto, Allie B, Thornatas, Shiny Girl, Mama B, Cap Girl, Stanzilla, Bo Blaze, Adele McFadden, Mama Cat, Rayanne Wilson, Crazy Kelsey, Charlie Diego, Erica Hawkins, User 383, Lots of Numbers, Thrillers, Buzz Mommy, Grammy to 3, QB's Crafties, Anna, SoFlo, Fizzy Pop, Ames, Ember Levi, and Farmer's Daughter. Thank you all so much for all of the love and helping us get there to unlock the lightning round. Jean-Luc Peacock is already getting warmed up there. Okay, what we are going to unlock next will be Tony feedback on a story and confetti. Okay, heard. Uno momento. This will be Tony feedback and confetti. I have a feeling as soon as Candy Thunder gets back, she's going to fix that little flippy part in my hair. It's going to happen. My hair's that length right now where I got the flippy. I'm very, very hairy right now. I'm due for a cut. About to get the hedge trimmers out. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's rock. let's roll. It is time for this lightning round. Okay. So, if this is your first time seeing this, how lightning round works is this is a collection of short stories. We're going to read the story, and then we'll have 1 minute to discuss, 1 minute-ish to discuss, which will be marked, the end of that 1 minute will be marked by Jean-Luc Peacock here doing something like that, but much louder and more annoying. So, we will do that.
I'm extremely tired, so
What?
I will probably be more delirious than usual.
More delirious than usual. Okay, there we go. All right, here's the first lightning round story. Will I be the astronaut for asking my coworker to stop singing at work? I regularly have a coworker who sings during work hours really badly. I work a trade, we wear headphones to block sound or listen to music, and sometimes I can still hear her. She regularly sings full songs completely off key. I don't think any of my other coworkers have problems with it, but I find it very distracting and annoying to work with. I have a small number of coworkers and also worry about it causing drama in the workplace. But at the same time, I dread the days I'm scheduled to work with her. Thoughts?
I sing at work.
So? It doesn't bother anyone, though. I mean,
I guess.
If somebody was doing something that bothered you, I guess, would you say something?
I don't know.
And the question is, like, would I be the astronaut for asking my coworker to stop singing?
No, not for asking.
I don't think so either. I think you'd just be like, hey, I'm just trying to focus, and it interferes, and it's really hard to focus. So if you could just sing quieter, maybe in your head or something like that.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't work, then record them singing.
Yeah.
And then play that back for them so that maybe they can hear how bad they are at it.
Yeah.
NTA.
Yeah.
There's Jean-Luc
Yeah.
Peacock. All right, here's the next one. Am I the astronaut? Wife is mad because I answered the phone incorrectly. My wife and I have been dating since 2018, married in 2023. This morning after leaving the house, she calls me and I answer the phone, yeah, with no attitude. Instead of telling me what she called for, she starts ranting about how rude to answer the phone like that. From there, we start arguing about the validity of that statement. She says that to her, it feels like I don't want to talk to her. I'm obviously going to do my best to answer the phone like a normal person, but I would like to know your opinion if I am indeed the a-hole or not, and some insight to help see it from her view.
Okay, wait. Fake, call me. Yeah. Case closed.
Wait,
Point in case.
Okay, so I mean, what is your case saying there? That
Yeah.
Opie is the asshole?
Yeah.
Said with no attitude.
Yeah.
Now, okay.
All right. I mean, even if you say that without attitude, it's the, yep. Like, there's a little bit of attitude in it, I feel like. It's just not a, I can understand it because this exact thing has happened to me.
Yeah.
So I can understand it.
Know your audience. That's what I'm going to say. Know your audience. And if it's your wife or if it's somebody who you need to kind of edit yourself a little more for, do that.
Yeah.
If it's your buddy or, one of your dude friends and you can get away with that and it's not a big deal, you're like, yeah.
I do like my shirt. Thank you. It's freaking awesome. Thank you. I saw that.
What are we talking about?
I just saw a comment. I was
yeah.
responding to it. Yeah, the
Yeah,
shirt.
Pluto. Yeah, hell yeah. It was awesome.
Yeah, I had to say thank you.
Lils, that's fair. Yeah, it's a bit like, with an unspoken, what do you want? Yeah, I understand. I'd say self-edit. All right, here is lightning round story number 3. Am I the astronaut for expecting my girlfriend, 19 female, to buy me, 18 male, cat allergy medicine if we move in together? I, 18 male, have experienced cat allergies for around 3 years. My symptoms are eye irritation, sneezing, and headaches. Recently, my girlfriend, 19 female, adopted a kitten. I didn't think she would. I thought her mentioning the possibility of adopting a cat was more of a hypothetical idea. When she showed me the kitten, originally I told her I'm allergic to cats, to which she replied she didn't know. I very strongly believe I've told her on a few occasions, but in her defense, I probably didn't mention it enough. Recently, we've been talking about moving in together, to which I told her she would have to buy me antihistamines. She's a bit upset at the idea of purchasing a daily amount of antihistamines, especially since we agreed to split all other living costs 50-50. However, I'm very firm on my belief that it is her responsibility to finance the medication. Alternatively, I offered to experiment with allergy-relieving cat food and exposure therapy, but all of these would have to wait for a break period in school. For reference, I love this cat and I want her to keep it. Am I the astronaut for expecting her to pay for my medication for me?
This is the hill This is the hill.
This is the litter box that you want to die on. Like, dude, no, your allergies, your problem. You're gonna be lucky if she doesn't leave your ass. Like, you have to make a decision right now. Like, do you want to be with this girl or not?
Dude. It's like probably not even $10. I don't know. It's even like if you're picking this point to stick the chicken in the oven and turn it to 0, then it's gonna be a rough Thanksgiving.
Yeah. You can buy your own antihistamines, or you can buy your own anti-girlfriend medication, because those are your choices here. Good gravy. That's painful. Gosh, it looks like he passed a stone into his ureter. Okay. Number 4, lightning round story here. Am I the Astronaut for not picking up my date's dog poop? Yesterday, I, male 32, went for a walk with a woman, female 28, I've been seeing for a little bit, and her dog pooped on the side of the bike trail. She told me to be a gentleman and pick it up. I said no. She bugged me about it. I wasn't being chivalrous to her, apparently. I told her, it's your dog, your responsibility. I'd never ask you to pick up my dog shit. She said that's not the point, and I wasn't being chivalrous. After more back and forth, she eventually picked it up with a bag and held it until we found a trash can. We eventually went back to my house and hung out, but she kept bringing it up, and I kept saying it's her dog and her responsibility. I don't regret one thing. What do you guys think?
We got another hill. We've got 2 hills. We've got the brozo breasts of just hills that you don't want to die on. I got as far as brozo breasts in my head, and that's where I'm at. So take it away, Iron.
Here's what I get from her. She wants you to spoil her. This is not about being chivalrous. This is about her wanting someone to do things for her, right? She wants somebody to do the yucky things that she doesn't want to do. There's a difference between being chivalrous and expecting somebody to respect you and expecting someone to do all the jobs you don't want to do.
Yeah. I don't think it would be wrongful to ask him to do it, though. Like, I think it's a reasonable request to ask him to do it, but I think telling him to be chivalrous and do it kind of... Yeah.
There's a difference. Candy Thunder said she wouldn't expect it, but I would do it. Yeah. If you asked, if you told me to do it, I probably wouldn't. You know what I mean? But if I had the opportunity to do something chivalrous, doing something chivalrous isn't doing what somebody tells you to do. It is deciding to do it for yourself. So, holy shit. Okay, here we go. Last lightning round story, ladies and gents. Am I the Astronaut for not wanting to go to every social event my partner gets invited to? I love my partner, but I am more introverted and they are extroverted. We make it work well, but lately, every weekend or day of the week, they have gotten invited to some type of gathering or social event that ends up taking all day, or we have to cook and prep for it, and I'm just feeling socially drained. I'm very content and happy staying at home for weeks on end and haven't been able to do that lately. I've been going to all these damned events trying to be supportive, but I'm getting drained. I want my partner to go still, just without me, but they insist I go, and I don't want to. Am I the Astronaut for not wanting to go?
Of course not. You're not the Astronaut for not wanting to go, and you're still not the Astronaut for not going. I wouldn't want to go. That's way too much. You can go to some things, but not all the things. That's too many things.
It's a lot of things. And one of the most important things that is being glossed over right now, I don't know.
Yeah, you're right.
One of the most important things that you haven't addressed right now is balance. You are giving 100%.
Yeah.
Your partner is giving 0%. There has to be a compromise here, especially when it comes to a balance of an introverted and extroverted person. It cannot be a full extroverted schedule all the time, right? Your partner should want to balance that with you and respect how you are about things and say, hey, we'll go to these 2 things. No more than 50% of the days in the week can be booked with social events. The other times we will be staying at home so that you can recharge your social fucking battery.
Felt that, sister.
That's how you're going to feel. That's how you're going to feel.
You cannot make an extrovert, or you cannot make an introvert an extrovert.
No, you cannot make an introvert an extrovert. They can fake it for a little while, but it is 3 times more draining than it is for a muggle, right?
Yeah.
You can't fake it. Or you can fake it, but it's draining. This is the kind of thing that it's a bigger deal. And OP, you say that you want your partner to go still just without you. I think that's fine to be in that position because you need a reprieve from them as well.
I think it's just saying like she doesn't want to feel, or they don't want to feel guilty for they don't want to be responsible for making their partner miss an event, but they also don't want to have to attend.
Your partner should want to balance with you though, right? Your partner should want to want to experience as much of your world as you are willing to experience of theirs.
True. I also think a little bit of independence can also be healthy. So you guys should want to do that, but you should also feel comfortable if one of you has to go to the event and one of you's chilling.
Yep.
And that shouldn't be a point of contention. It should just
Agreed.
It just glide right in.
Smashly, masking is exhausting. Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Mercy,
facts.
thanks for hanging out with us. Appreciate it. Especially if you don't know anybody other than your significant other, Snowman Collector. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, that's
Candy Thunder and I, even at events where we do know people, will end up at a table by ourselves alone because that's just who we are.
on the
She
same way.
enables my introversion. And, Tony Sparks chiming in.
Oh
here.
boy.
Oh, hold on. Now do it again.
Okay, first off, you guys were not at a table alone. I was at that table with you, and then I left the table to go get a drink and mingle for like 10 minutes, and I come back and you were gone and you left me. So, just saying.
Ted is never technically at anywhere because Ted is a social butterfly that is like tied to a ceiling fan. Like he is like, yeah, he is. He's never stopping. He's a mingler. He's a social butterfly. That's what he does, and that's
He's
great
a
for
mingler.
him. But we're like, we got dressed up. We looked nice. We came. We saw. We did. We're done. And then we leave.
Yeah. I just wouldn't even go.
Just wouldn't do it.
That's me.
Ladies and gents, a big round of applause for Kate and Thunder jumping up for lightning round. Entertaining as always. A big high five. We'll have Kate and Thunder jump back in here momentarily. A little bit of a musical break while we dive into that. Tony, I identified the buzz was coming from your audio channel, so I have it disabled at the board. If you need to jump in, just like throw me a hand up or something so I know to enable that. Leoniver, I just wouldn't even go. He just wouldn't go. Be like, nah. Hey, Sam Gilmore jumping in with a boxing glove. Space Cadet. Liza Overkill dropping the boxing gloves there too. Sam running hard. Jeanette, Merm, Space Cadet. Diana, Pluto dropping them as well. Del McFadden. Sam's going crazy. K3, Steph Riddle. Mama Kitty, lots of emojis. The Black Heart, the Phoenix, oh wow, okay, yep. Someone's Dream, sending the rose there too. Amy K. Ferris, thank you so much. All right, I am headed towards story 6. 3, 6, 3, 6. I read 5. 6. All right. 7. Mama Kitty, you're at 21 months in the Storm Crew. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Okay, here we go. Am I the astronaut for telling my boyfriend he smells? You know what? This reminds me of one of the first stories I ever read. It might have been the first story I ever read, like sitting down with a whiteboard behind me in the Reddit Set It days, like the first thing that Candy Thunder ever sent me to try doing this channel thing out. They were at a wedding, and it was husband, not boyfriend, so I know it's not the same story. But am I the astronaut for telling my boyfriend he smells? Would you like to start a poll? I think you have a responsibility to your partner to tell them if they stink, don't you? It's love to let you know, Emmy Castro. All in the execution, Dark Lord. That's fair. Because you smell like dirty taint. Maybe not the right way to go about it, but like, hey, did you put on deodorant? Maybe that's the play. Delivery.
You ever said that to me?
What? If I ever told you smell like a dirty taint?
No, if you looked at me and said, "Did you put on deodorant?" I would be like,
You would be immediately offended. Yes.
I'll work on that. But I would be like, yeah, no.
You would know immediately because you would immediately break into sweat. Like as soon as the question was asked, your body would be
Like, do I stink?
Your back would be
my God.
drenched, and at the rate
Listen,
at which your armpits dampened would tell you if you did put on the
sweating
antiperspirant.
that happens at night right now and then randomly throughout the day, like it's not about that.
I know, but it sounded that way.
Waking up every fucking hour and sweating is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
the last thing we need is a puppy on top of that.
Going to bed cold and waking up every hour and sweat. It's my new normal.
Did someone fry
that
some
might
fish?
stink.
Amy Castro? There, yeah, that's like someone. 68% went NTA here. 11% went ESH. 14% went. What is that? Ascon. But yeah, it is. It is kind of all over the place here. Dude, it's Nikki. I want someone to tell me I smell. Yeah, like if you smell, you want to know. Hot sweats are the freaking worst. Nothing beats the meat sweats. All right, am I the astronaut for telling my boyfriend he smells? My boyfriend and I just recently closed the gap in a long-distance relationship. I am a 24 female who loves smelling good because I grew up with a mother who never taught hygiene or did laundry correctly, so I'm super sensitive. My boyfriend, 31 male, has to be told to wear deodorant because he says we're not supposed to wear it 24/7, but he ends up almost immediately smelling like BO after a shower. When he gets home from work, he stinks, and I started off calling it out playfully, but now, like, he legit stinks. If I say anything about it, he gets so offended with me. I just want him to smell nice so I can nuzzle up next to him and not be engulfed by BO, but he acts like I am so mean for even bringing it to his attention. He's currently mad at me because he got in bed next to me and I told him he stinks. I love him more than anything. I just wish he cared more about how he smells. I feel like I shouldn't be close to gagging when he raises his arms in his sleep or to hug me. Am I the asshole? Is there a better way to go about this?
Nope. NTA.
It is a trauma thing for her, Emily Ray. I'm glad you pointed it out. This is a trauma thing for her. So she has a disproportionate response, right? She's hypersensitive to it, but he's got to understand that about you too. It's like maybe you're hypersensitive to it, and he's
Completely undersensitive.
maybe he's numb to. I don't know.
I don't know, but that's gonna like get in your clothes, and like that smell is always gonna be there, and it's never like. So it's like it's a constant, and that is something that I would not live with for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
If you're unwilling to scrub your pits and your ass and make sure that you smell good, like when you come to bed, then I don't want to spend my life laying next to someone that smells like rotten fish. Sorry. We only get one life, and I ain't living it there. No, fuck no. No.
Also, like from his point of view, why wouldn't you want to know? Like, okay, your partner telling you this isn't just, yes, she's telling you for her benefit, obviously, because she doesn't want to be engulfed by BO. She wants to cuddle with you. Like, okay, if you smelled nice and if you were actually clean, like, she would want to cuddle with you more. You would receive more affection. You'd have more things that you probably do want. So why wouldn't you want those things? Also, this is a cue that you probably stink when you're in settings that she's not there and need to be more aware of it. She's trying to help you. And yes, she's hypersensitive to it. So yes, she's going to be, that alarm's going to go off way more often than anyone else's, maybe. But if you learn to approach this or alter your hygiene in a way that appeases her sensors, you're definitely going to be good with everybody else, right? And right now, you're probably definitely not. So I would want to know if I walked around smelling like ass. I appreciate that.
You always smell good.
But I would want to know if I didn't smell good.
No, you're a very, very fresh smelling man.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
There are times when like, you know, when you can like taste your own breath. It's like late in the day or like after coffee or something like that. And you're like, I know.
Coffee breath is the worst.
I know my breath smells bad.
That's when I just look away.
Smell. I just yeah. I'm gonna talk like this to people. Hey, how's it going?
Listen, I just had goldfish and part of a Belvita bar, so I'm not.
You're probably fine.
Not a 10 over here.
Not at a 10 over here.
I'll have to get Tony's mints. Breath is one thing. I mean, that's different. Like if someone has like chronic bad breath, obviously there's something going on.
Got the halitosis.
You got something. You need to get that checked out. But bad breath once in a while, whatever. But constantly coming to bed stinking, that's a whole nother ballgame.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine it's really difficult to initiate sexy time whenever it smells like you're laying next to a trash can. Like
that's I'm not interested in that.
It's like you're laying in bed with Oscar the Grouch. Oh, I love trash. Anything dingy or dirty or dusty. Wait a second.
So, Tuatha said, "Does he clean his butt? Bet he doesn't." I'm like, no, I don't think he does.
Get the garden hose. Time for the Midwest hello. I wanted to ask you, Tony. I wanted to ask you to chime in here because someone who has.
Are you saying I stink?
No, because someone who has mints on them all the time, like religiously, you have your mints with you all the time. It's like, yes. Okay. Do you have like a hypersensitivity to people having bad breath, and that's why you have them, or are you like super anxious about the possibility of you having bad breath? Is that why you have?
No, I really honestly don't know. I think it's just like a thing.
It's a tick.
It's like a tick.
Okay.
It's like
their comfort.
It'd be like somebody who has like, uses Zyn or like a chew, or I don't know. It's just like that. What's the word for it? I feel like there's something that you just.
It's an oral fixation.
Yeah, it sounds gross and weird when you say it like that, but I think that's probably part of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I could also.
I just wondered if you had some kind of like.
I could also like chew on something too. Like if I had a floss pick, like I would just leave chew on the floss pick or chew the mint or like.
I hear you.
Have the mint.
And those mints, I like.
Also,
texture.
then I'm like addicted to the mints to where if I don't have them, then I'm like, oh. I'm like, why does it like I can brush my teeth and be like, no, have a mint for like. I'm like,
ooh, Tic Tacs. I
I need
used to love
Something's
Tic
wrong.
Tacs.
Maybe that's where the name TikTok. Maybe that's where the name came from because it's like a tick.
I will say I have cut back on the mints. I used to go through a lot more than what I do.
Really?
I used to go through like one of these.
That's
a
because
day.
they got.
He was up to two packs of icebreakers per day.
I was up to a can a day.
He does the icebreaker. Is it winter mint? Or,
Yeah, hold on.
Here it comes.
Here comes the plug.
Yeah, and I imagine there it is. Icebreakers
the
mint.
teal flavor, not the green flavor. The teal.
Yep.
Green is nasty.
That's the only mint I can
This
handle.
is the only good.
Batman, that's awesome. Not Batgirl.
Ted's version of
Happy
dip.
screeching to the Oscar
One
impression.
of these a day. And now it's like every other day. Now I probably go through 3
And
weeks.
slow down on it.
But I don't use them on the weekends. Though.
I imagine a lot of people do have like a hypersensitivity or hyper not
Miss
anxiety,
peppermints.
but
Those
I
are
know
so good.
a lot of people like I am hyper vigilant about sanitizing my hands, which I know isn't great for them. Because it will dry out a normal person's hands, not mine.
My hands.
My hands are very moist. I don't
My
know
hands
why.
would just fall off.
But see, I do the
wash
same
them
thing.
and
I use hand
sanitize them as much
sanitizer all
as you
the
do.
time.
The skin would just slough off, and there would just be bones there.
It balances mine. I feel like my hands would be more sweaty if I didn't
It's
sanitize
fucking
them as much as I
ridiculous how soft your hands are and how not soft my
do. See, when
hands
you
are.
say that, it just sounds like a
No, your hands are perfect. Like what I would imagine perfect hands feel like. I wouldn't know because mine are riddled with eczema. Like, I'm sorry they feel rough.
It's a very like role reversal thing going on there. Yeah, it's
I do the hand sanitizing thing all the time though too. With like, I started doing it with the getting in and out of the truck after it all started like in 2020. Now it's just a habit. Like I just put it on all the time.
Well, I do that.
My
for,
hands
like,
are
going to
dry
the
though,
store.
so I don't have magical soft hands apparently.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
this
okay.
one. Mine are
the
dry. So
you got muggle hands. It's
Yeah.
okay. I have the same sanitizing habit that I had before COVID. It's just always been a thing for me. Like it just sanitize a lot everywhere I go. I don't know.
Oh, the raspberry Altoids were good.
You know, we saw the cream savers, which aren't really a breath mint thing, but we saw them pop up somewhere during Halloween. Like
Dusty
maybe,
the hand model.
that's right. Yeah. You my hand twin? Hey.
Not me. Would be me.
Okay, we'll dive into our. Do we have one more story to get into here, right?
Okay. Yeah, Tony's gonna get feedback on this story. It's Tony's feedback story.
What's happening?
We'll see who's in this seat
I'm gonna
when
read
it
the
comes.
story. Yeah, I'm gonna read the story, and I'll let them fight out who's going to be riding shotgun here. Here we go. Am I the astronaut for possibly getting us kicked out of our house? I'm going to go ahead and dive right in on this one. Am I the astronaut for possibly getting us kicked out of our house? I'm 25 male. Me, an old friend, and her ex-boyfriend all rented a house together. Me and her get along great, and she's like a second sister to me. A few years back, she started dating this guy, and me and him used to get along great, but eventually his habit of smoking and drinking and getting into trouble has gotten to the point where he is the shell, or where he is a shell of the friend I had. About 6 months ago, she finally dumped him, but she allows him to live in the extra bedroom. She feels bad for him, and his previous encounters with the law would more than likely leave him homeless. So life goes on and we all get along, but he continues to make poor choices, including wrecking her car after driving it drunk one night, punching a man in a verbal dispute. The verbal disputes typically don't have punching. For which he is currently in a lawsuit, more DUIs. Finally, the last straw, he smokes in the garage daily. In our state, it's still illegal. Obviously against the terms of our lease, and to be honest, neither of us cared until we woke up in the middle of the night to the garage on fire with smoke filling the entire house. We luckily put the fire out, He had left a lit joint, which caught a nearby rag, which then exploded a butane can, erupting his corner of the garage in flames. Me and her were really shaken up, and from that day, I told him, no more smoking in the garage, to which he replied, I'll do what the F I want as long as I live here. I warned him that I would send the photos from the fire in an email to American Homes for Rent, and that, at this point, it was about safety. Am I the astronaut if I do? On one hand, I would rather us be kicked out than living in fear between his anger and the drinking and his poor choices. I can't help but think that one day something bad will happen. On the other hand, if all of us are on the lease and obviously an eviction and the cost of moving out would be a massive burden for her. I have money and a good support system, so the move wouldn't affect me as much. I'm just sick of the disregard and the lack of consequences for the situations he consistently puts us in. What do you say here, Tony?
This guy got to go.
Yeah. Why can't you kick him out?
I think it sounds like they're afraid of him. Like that they're afraid of this guy for some reason, which first off, when the roommate broke up with him, like that guy, I'm sorry. I get it. Maybe you feel bad and you don't want the person to be homeless but at the end of the day, like you broke up with him for a reason because he's not a great person. He's getting himself in a bad situation. You in a bad situation. There's the door. Like, goodbye.
Kick him out.
You gotta go. We are no longer in a relationship anymore. We have nothing to do with each other. I'm sorry. Yeah, I feel bad, but you gotta go.
Yeah.
And then after one incident after another, he wrecked a car. He's got lawsuits. He lit the house on fire.
Literally.
The house is on fire.
Exploded something.
Like blew up. Like it was like a Final Destination series of events there. He was like had a joint and then it lit a rag and then it blew up a cannon. Like that's a lot going on there.
Yeah, he home alone that shit.
This guy's gotta go. He's gotta go.
I would actually reach out to the property management company, explain the situation to them, and make sure they know that he is the problem there, and ask for their help getting his name off of the lease so that you can kick him out and it can just be you two. Look, yeah, if there is a fear factor involved here, if the management company agrees to that and you can kick him off the lease, it's an official eviction, right? So you could have a sheriff come help watch that over to make sure it doesn't get sideways.
The sheriff is they're probably on a first name basis at this point. They know exactly who he is. So it shouldn't be that much to go get him.
Hey, Terry. Yeah. He's like, it's not a big deal. You have to get him out of there one way or another because you're right. Things are going to escalate. And they are not going to escalate in a positive direction. Also, your friend, his ex that still lives in the house now, he's still partying and drinking and shit. How long before he brings another girl to the house? And how's that going to go down? It's going to get weird. It's going to get weirder. He's going to push boundaries here, and he doesn't give a shit. He doesn't respect you guys, so you better head this off now. Otherwise, you're going to end up being on the hook when that entire house burns down.
Yeah, and then you're all going to be even more screwed than that. Yeah, you got to get him off the lease. This guy's got to go. He's a terrible, terrible human being. This guy's sounds like the worst of the worst.
This would be like
not a great guy.
If Cousin Eddie, Radiant Decay, if Cousin Eddie was a dick.
Yeah.
Instead of like just a big dumb teddy bear, right? If Cousin Eddie was a dick, this would be how it is. Stacey Carter, did I join in time for the YouTube live tomorrow? Indeed. YouTube live, we're going to have a members only live tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Central, tentatively from the Imperfect Storm studio at the home studio there. Yeah, we'll see. It's kind of taken over by Christmas totes right now. It may be here. But we are going to have that going on there. Yeah, it is probably going to be. Let me get over to this. Actually, back to this. Thanks so much for the feedback, Tony Spark. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Tony.
Yes.
Tony Spark giving us the feedback.
Follow at Tony Spark _ on TikTok.
Can we get some feedback?
Feedback.
He will be in VIP with us here shortly as well. Panama Mama with the golden box of gloves. Thanks so much. Leone Bear Rock Wolf. Thank you. Jenny with the ice cream cone. Overkill Mill. Legs for days. Ron Pluto. Lexi. Jenny with the ice cream cone. Sam. Panama Mama again there, Jenny. Someone's, what is it? Someone's dream. Okay. Mel's June. Michelle, thanks so much for the love. They greatly appreciate it. Rockwolf Manders. Lil's Music. Cap Girl. Scarlett. Michelle. Amy. Sam Gilmore dropping a whole bunch more of those. I don't know if it will show me that before. Yeah. Sam, the current leaderboard for this, I'm going to go and give thanks for this. Sam Goofball's at 11,900 in the number 1 spot. Holy shitballs. Thank you so much for the love. Overkill Mill, the number 2 spot there at 1K. Rockwolf, the number 3 spot. Lils, Adele McFadden, Wrong Pluto, Cap Girl, Sanzilla, Mela Oso, Mama Kitty, Thornatas, Jeanette. That one crazy. Well, show me the whole name. TikTok, come on now. That one crazy mom. Kaitanis, Steph Riddle, thank you guys so much. Greatly appreciate the love. A couple of notes before we dive out here. The next public live is going to be Sunday at 9 p.m. Central on TikTok and YouTube. The next weekly Wednesday live is actually going to be on Tuesday, the 25th at 3 p.m. Central. We need to move that on the calendars too, because I'm pretty sure things are getting scheduled. So we need to make sure we update on that on our calendars as well. And I don't think it's scheduled on the YouTube side yet, but we will make sure that happens. 25th, not 26th. Tuesday, writing it down, 11:25 live. And then, yes, we have the YouTube members only live tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Central. VIP live is coming up in about 15 minutes. We'll see you all next time. Thank you so much for helping us celebrate 1 million. Hitting the milli. And yes, we're going to give it a couple of days to try to make sure enough more people's apps update and actually show 1 million when you hit our profile. But then we'll release the top secret 1 milli celebration video. We'll see you in VIP soon. Thanks, guys.